Hello, my name is Ty Tribble, and on behalf of Naomi Joy and James Hannon, I want to officially welcome you to the M Life. We are so honored and glad that you're here and really excited to help you take your business to the next level. And that's really the whole purpose behind what we've got going on here at the M Life, is to make sure that you understand not only what you have your hands on, but give you a new way to tell others about it. So before I get into the training that I've got in mind to go through for today, it really just a couple of points. I'm going to show you how to log in. I'm going to show you how to check your account settings and do your basic setup in your marketing system. And then I'm going to show you really quickly how to easily share a piece of content on social media so that you can get rolling and get things going. So before I do, I want you to just realize that, feel free to pause this video at any time. And especially when I go through some of the step-by-step stuff and kind of show you what I'm doing, gosh, guys, pause the video and go do it. There's literally not one thing you can mess up in your M Life back office. There's kind of one thing. Be careful of your associate ID number, okay? Make sure that's right. But other than your associate ID number, nothing can be messed up. It is so easy to navigate through, and you'll see in a second how easy it is to begin to begin to market your business and get the word out about what you're doing in a new and exciting way. So before I do that, I want to hit two concepts. One is this idea of immigrants and natives. Okay, so I'm 48 years old, and I would be what is considered an immigrant in the world of technology. Okay, in 1988, I graduated from high school. My dad was a high-level, actually a VP at Boeing Computer Services, and emphasize the word computer, so Boeing Computer Services in the Seattle area, and we didn't have a computer in our home. This is 1988, okay? And so my kids, who are aged 20 and 17, would be natives in the world of technology. So I'm an immigrant, they're a native. And the reason they're a native is they've never known a house without laptops and computers and probably iPads and iPhones and everything, right? It's just always been around. They've always been exposed to it. So their level of competency, their level of understanding, their level of comfortableness in the world of technology is way beyond even me. And so I've had to work harder than they have to gain an understanding of technology. If you're just now getting exposed to technology and realizing that, hey, I need to do this for my business, then it may take you a little bit of time to get acclimated. But realize that it's not going anywhere. You have plenty of time to watch some videos and get a clear understanding of what to do next. And again, we're going to walk you through this. We're going to give you plenty of support and help. And I know that it's going to come second nature to you over a period of time. So that's number one. Number two is this idea of overwhelm, feeling like you've got so many things going on, and I'm getting so many emails in my inbox, and I'm trying to learn M Life, and I'm trying to sell products, and I'm trying to sponsor people, and trying to do all these things, maybe still working a job, and all this stuff. You feel overwhelmed. Okay, so I want you to think about the fact that this idea of overwhelm is really just an idea, and it is in your head. There's you can't physically quantify overwhelm. Okay, it's not something you can buy in a store or give away to your friend. It's not a physical thing. It's a mental thing. It's a mental state. And so what I would challenge you to do is reframe your mental state. I get hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of emails a day, and I know people that get 10 emails a day and they're overwhelmed by it, right? But I've just come to the conclusion that, hey, I'm not going to let email dominate my life. So I know very quickly, just by looking at an email, whether I need it or delete it, save it for later. I save a lot of email for later, but it's not something that I really get overly concerned about, okay? So in the same manner, flush this idea of overwhelm. and get excited about the learning process, because you're going to be learning a lot of new things. And it may seem confusing at times, but over a period of time, you're going to be very competent. I know you will. The last thing I want to hit before we go into the back office and show you a couple things, including the account settings and the marketing pages, is, what's the purpose of the marketing system? This is probably the biggest thing I want you to remember, is the purpose of this marketing system is not necessarily to sell a product for you or to sponsor someone for you. Okay, that's the high touch part of the of MLife. It is a very vital, important piece of the puzzle. That's your part. Okay, the system's job is to help you list build and help you generate leads. Okay, we do that through a number of different ways, a number of different areas, and we'll get into more specifics in another video. But the system's job is not to necessarily sell a product. The system's job is not to necessarily sign someone up. Although we will have people who watch this video and start to do the marketing side of their business utilizing the system, that will wake up in the morning and go, whoa, someone ordered a product. That's pretty cool. It's going to happen. It's happened hundreds of times to me. It's happened a lot to folks on our teams, and I know it's a pretty cool thing when that transpires. But that's not like the norm. Okay, the norm is you're going to get an email address, you're going to get a phone number, and you're going to want to follow up with those people, because you'll know through the system what pages they're looking at, and then you can go back and get into the CRM, which is like a contact management system, CMS, I guess it's called, customer relations system, contact manager, whatever, CM, whatever it is, some initial beginning with C, contact or customer. That's in the marketing system. So you can go in and track your leads. Okay, so when you're able to do that, it allows you to really get into the follow-up processes, which is where the money's made. I mean, I've heard this a million times. It's so true. The fortune is in the follow-up. So become a great follow-upper. Okay, and your business will absolutely explode, which we're excited for that. So let's talk about logging in. Navigate your browser, which is this thing up here, to manalife.info. You can ignore that part of the equation over here. But just type in manalife.info. It's going to take you to this page. Of course, you've probably already ordered by now, since you're in the back office watching this video. So you want to click on member login. Okay, and this is the page it's going to take you. Now I'm already logged in here, so I'll do this. And this is what your back office looks like in the beginning. It may look slightly different depending on when you watch this video and how much time has elapsed, because we'll continually do updates. I want you to be very clear that the MLife system will never be complete. We'll be open, and we'll have a lot of great stuff in there, but we'll always be adding to it, improving and moving forward, because the technology moves fast and we have to move alongside with it. So the first thing you want to do when you're logged in is you go to your name here. You probably won't have a picture yet, but I'll show you how to upload that. But you want to click on your name and then navigate down to account settings. We'll click on that. And then you just want to confirm that all your information is correct. Okay, so a lot of this you've entered in the beginning when you signed up, but you just want to confirm name, phone, email address, all that kind of stuff is correct. If you ever want to change your password, this is where you do it. And then we're going to come up to the top here and click on Basic Setup. Okay, Basic Setup. Now, where it says username, this is something we could use in the future. We'll tell you when we're going to use it. You can actually leave it blank now, or if you know your Manatech Plus username, you can put it in here. Again, not a big deal. The important one is the company ID. You want to make sure that is correct. So you don't want to put mine, you want your own, and make sure you've got your associate ID in there. This is and by the way, okay, I mean, this is how simple we're talking. Step 1, step 2, step 3, right? I mean, that's really it, the basic setup. A title. So in your title, I would recommend you put, if you have no clue what to put there, put your first and last name. Okay, I put Transform Your Life. If you want to put Transform Your Life, that's okay. If you have like a team name or something like that, you could put that there potentially. But at minimum, just put your name, okay, if you don't know what else to put. Here, lead and system alerts. The system will keep in contact with you, okay? So when you get a lead, we want to inform you of it. So we want an email address here, and we want a mobile phone email. And what that means is that we're going to send you an alert on your phone, but we need the email address of your phone number. Now, many people don't know that every single phone number, I should say, cell phone number or mobile phone number has an email address associated with it. So you're just going to navigate down here. If you're with AT&T, if you're with Cricket, if you're with Sprint, if you're with T-Mobile or Verizon or Rogers in Canada, whatever it is, it's very, very simple, okay? Like Verizon is your 10-digit phone number at vtext.com. So find yours. Mine is Verizon. I would just basically copy that, paste it into here, and then in this area right here, I would type in my phone number. So, for example, 206-555-1212, okay, at vtext.com. So whatever your phone number is, this one in particular is for Verizon. This is probably the most difficult part of the whole system right now. So if you follow this, you're doing great. If you have any questions or anything like that, just reach out to us and we'll certainly help you out. But I'm going to put in my regular cell phone. Don't call me in the middle of the night, please. Okay. The next thing I want to show you is this area to upload your photo. And basically, very simple. Many people have seen this. You just click Browse. That will pull up your computer. Hopefully you have a photo on there, and then you can save it. Very, very simple process. And the next one is my social links. If you have a Facebook URL, LinkedIn, a blog, Twitter, this is not 100% necessary, but if you have them, if you have a Twitter account, a URL, a web address is associated with each one of these, okay? So typically I try to do Ty Tribble at the end of LinkedIn, and tytribble.fb is my Facebook. There's an Instagram and so on and so forth. These could potentially be used in the future. Well, I mean, certainly Facebook is a good one to have. I would say LinkedIn is a good one to have, and Twitter is a very good one to have. That way people can get in touch with you there. We may do some interesting things with these in the future, but if you don't have them, not a big deal. If you have them, go ahead and fill them in, and we'll go from there. So that's the basics of configuring your website. I mean, literally, we've just done the basic setup. The next thing I want to show you is my marketing pages. So I'm going to click on main pages and just walk you through some of these just so you get an idea of what's going on here. So this is your main website link. Now, if you want to promote one of the other pages, and there are a number of different pages, you can click here and choose a different page if you would like to do that and save it, and it will save it as your main page. So everyone's main page is, in the future mine will say Ty Tribble, but where it says leader, tytribble.manalife.info. Let's say, for example, James Hannon. James might have james.manalife.info or hannon.manalife.info. Naomi might have naomi.manalife.info. Whatever you sign up for in on the sign up page, that's what's going to be there, and you'll be able to choose it. And if someone else has it, the system won't allow you to choose it, so you'll be good there. But you can choose any page to push to that address. So that way not everyone's going to have the same URL, which is kind of cool, but that's the main site. So if you want to put that on a business card, you can choose whichever page you want to do, and boom, there you go. So these are some of the tour pages. This is the main tour overview page. I'll use this a lot to expose people to the business. If somebody says, hey, can you send me your link? I want to know more information about Manatech. So this is the page I would send them there. We have free sample pages, okay? So there's a shake one and there's a coffee one. Now, disclaimer, when someone fills out your free sample page, you're going to get a bunch of information emailed to you. You are actually responsible for fulfilling that order, okay? We're not going to do it for you. But the trade-off is you're going to be able to trade a sample, like a shake sample or a stick of coffee, for someone's information. I would never send out a sample before calling to confirm it, okay? And I'm going to do a whole nother video on training this, but I would never send out a sample. So number one, you're responsible for the samples. We're not. Manatech is not. Number two, when you get a sample order, call that person and confirm it, okay? You just want to gauge their interest. You want to see if they're a real person. You want to make sure that they're going to be there when you send it to them, okay? And then you know, like when it comes to the shakes, again, we're going to do some different training on this, but including a recipe is a great idea, including, you know, what you love about the coffee. This is where you can put a personal touch to the marketing system and take it to a completely another level. Okay, there's a webinar on demand. We're going to change up that webinar. This is one I did, about a 30-minute webinar. We're going to change up that for the future. Here's a weight loss tour. These are blog pages. These are so cool. You can share any one of these blog pages on your social media. These are quiz pages. There's an Ambertos page and an MLife page. Quizzes basically ask information from someone to gauge whether or not they're interested in either Ambertos or MLife, and then allows you to really get a clear understanding of what that lead is all about. And I think it really softens the lead. In other words, it allows someone to feel more comfortable giving you their information. Okay, so lead capture pages, we've put the quizzes in a couple different areas here. Quizzes are super cool. This is an awesome page. This is a biblical theme page that you can utilize. But the one I want to show you just for giggles here. So free coffee sample. So I want to teach you how to share this. This is the last thing, and then we'll wrap up this video, because this is so super simple, and this is as easy as it gets, okay? Here's your job. Share stuff on social media, okay? There's a lot of different things. I would not share a lead capture page on a daily basis, different lead capture pages. What I would do is mix it up with blog content. You know, put some of your own stuff out there that's interesting. You know, find articles related to the topics that you're interested in and share those things so that people get in the habit of seeing things, clicking on them and reading them. But as an example, you want to give away a free cup of coffee, a free stick of coffee. This is the page you would use, and all you have to do is click on this Facebook icon, and here's what pops up. It says, get a free sample. Our healthy coffee is great tasting and good for you. Give it a try for free. Okay, so then you would say, this is what I would say. My company is test marketing this new memory and energy memory and mental focus coffee. Try it now for free. Okay. And then I would click post to Facebook. Okay. And then my friends would be allowed to get a free sample of the coffee. And again, just want to be clear here. You are fulfilling that free sample order because it's a no-brainer. You think about what a box of coffee is with 30 sticks in it. If you had 30 leads out of that box of coffee, that would be a well worth the money to purchase that box of coffee, and if you're following me. So again, when it comes to samples, give away as many as you want. Find different sites to put it on, whatever you want to do. But remember that you are fulfilling those sample orders, and do not send out coffee or product or fat loss shakes willy-nilly. Make sure that you confirm via phone or even text message if you want to, where that coffee is going and that they're real person, all that kind of great stuff, okay, before you ship it out. So that pretty much wraps up the basics. Again, just to be clear, this is how simple it is. We're sharing content from our back office. Now, there's a ton of different pages in here, obviously. I didn't even go through all of them, but I'm incredibly excited about what you have your hands on here. There'll be more training videos coming down the pike, and so I'm sure there's probably already more in the back office here for you to follow. But training and help is where you want to find your help. Also, the Facebook group. Be sure to pop in there if you have any questions. I look forward to talking with you soon and looking forward to seeing you generate your own leads with MLife. Talk to you soon, everybody. Bye-bye.